Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, I will be reviewing Star Wars Age of Resistance Rey, and let's begin. Well, pretty much this comic is part of the ongoing Star Wars Age of series, and this is part of the Age of Resistance, which is pretty much which pretty much has a one-shot comic of characters from the sequel trilogy. And this one focuses on Rey, and pretty much the best way to describe this comic is pretty much like a side story for The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, which pretty much the comic takes place as where The Force Awakens ends, even though pretty much The Last Jedi takes place directly after The Force Awakens. So pretty much this comic is pretty much like a side story, and it's pretty much, let's say, you took The Force Awakens, the Age of Resistance Rey comic, and The Last Jedi, and made it pretty much one movie. That's pretty much what it is, but that's, pretty much what you're going to get from this comic, and then pretty much this isn't a prequel comic, and you aren't going to learn Rey's full backstory in this comic. Pretty much, as I said, the opening of this comic is pretty much Rey getting dropped off on Jakku, but you don't see her parents. It's pretty much, like what we would see in the, pretty much the first few panels are what we would see in that scene in The Force Awakens. So pretty much we're going to have, full answers on Rey's parents in The Rise of Skywalker, and definitely they don't want to give away big spoilers before the movie comes out. And so you have to that. Then we're pretty much on the Resistance base on Dukar, and then pretty much Rey is talking to Leia and all that. Then you pretty much, Rey tells Leia about when she saw Han Solo die and all that. So pretty much stuff like that. Then we pretty much see Rey, Chewbacca, and R2-D2 leave on the Falcon, as we see at the end of The Force Awakens. Then at that bit, then like Chewbacca's on, like fire gets on Chewbacca and stuff, and then R2-D2 pretty much gets the fire off Chewbacca. Then pretty much they land on this junkyard planet, which is pretty much a pit stop for, before they go to Ahch-To, where they see Luke Skywalker at the end of the movie, and which would carry on into The Last Jedi. So we pretty much have Rey on a pit stop on a junk kind of yard planet. Then she encounters this creature. Then she wanders around the junkyard, and then she sees this like beast creature that she encounters. Then she sees this spider-looking creature. Then she uses a mind trick on the creature to stuff. Then they leave the planet. Then they go to Ahch-To, and then that's pretty much the full story and on how to describe the comic. So, I've did my best, and it's really not anything major, to be honest. I'd say definitely you could read it. Like, I'd say it was, quite a decent comic. It was enjoyable to read, but really it doesn't give any, big, anything significant, but it's pretty much just like a, pretty much like a side story for like The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. But with that, is that the best way to describe it? And then, because I know at this point they're very limited to, give Rey's backstory, and then pretty much the opening of the comic pretty much, it just tells you that she was left on Jakku and all that, which is pretty much common knowledge. And that's pretty much all I gotta say with this comic. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you thought of the comic down below, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video.